What the fuck is up, everybody? You know who the fuck it is. It's the homie here chilling. One half your favorite group, Homegrown. And you know I'm always with my dog.
Top notch. What's up?
And this is Homemade Genius, man. It is Thursday. And we are live, man. Shout out to Mama Wanna's Eats and Treats. Mama Wanna's, man. I've been through some shit today. Or I would have souped up them candies, man. Shout out to her. Make sure you go place your orders. Mama Wanna's Eats and Treats. They do more than just chamoy candy.
That's right. And they do cakes. Any kind of cake you can get. You know what I mean? Like I always say, smash cakes for your kids, wedding cakes, birthday cakes, all of that shit. You know what I mean? Hit them up, place your orders. They'll get them to you looking real nice.
And then always in Cannabis Cactus, always free.
Never prickly.
Man, this month's issue came out, man. Looks sick. I haven't got to go through it yet. I just barely seen it today. But it looks sick, man.
Yeah,
so
it looks pretty good.
Make sure you guys go cop that issue. Go download the app. Go any of your Apple store or any of your stores, Apple or Android, does not matter. And download Cannabis Cactus Plus.
Free app, man. Go get it.
They got all kinds of stuff on there. Free cannabis, information, what's going on around the valley, all kinds of great stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
So shout out to them, man. And shout out to everybody, man, that's been tuning in, man, and showing love like always, man. You guys show so much love all the time, and I appreciate it, man. We got all kinds of things going on, all kinds of shows going on coming up, man, and we'll talk about all of that stuff coming up into the show. So many good things, so many things we've done, like you guys already know. But first and foremost, like I said, man, Homemade Genius Season 8, Episode 3, man, and my dog is in the house. Lazy Dubb's in the building, dog.
Yeah. What's cracking, my G?
Chilling, man, chilling. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good. I appreciate you having me out here, bro.
Yeah,
Yes,
man, I appreciate the love, man. We've been talking for a minute, man, trying to make this happen. So I was glad we were able to truly make this happen with us, man. You got a lot of stuff going on, man, a lot of stuff we could talk about. But just for first and foremost, how's your day, man, today, man? What you doing today?
Man, today, blessed. Every day's a blessing, man. You know what I mean? Like, man, what I do today? Nothing special, you know. I'm just getting things in order, man. Always working, always on my hustle. You know what I mean? Like getting things in order. You know what I mean? Like got merch stuff, got shows, got a lineup. You know what I mean? Different tracks to get ready to put out. You know what I mean? Like, man, just everything. It's always a hustle.
The hustle's real.
The hustle is real, man, and it is all day long. Like, it does not stop. Even when life hits, you know what I'm saying? Life can hit you, and you still got to get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
It does not matter. Does not
Grind
stop.
don't stop.
We started out, man, born and raised, man, AZ, man. What's it like?
Born and raised right here.
Yeah, man. Salute that, man. Salute that.
Maryvale, you know.
Okay.
Oh, okay, from Maryvale over there. Okay.
Right there. We
We
right
we
about
we cousins or something like that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We something like that.
Cross Camelback. You know what I mean? We in the same hood.
Yes, sir.
For sure, man. Maybe high school stuff like that.
Nah, I really didn't do high school, man. So it's
Yeah.
like I bounced around a little bit because that was at the time like when I got to about high school age. Then my mom started moving around, but you know what I mean? So I did a little bit of actually it was really weird for me when I did start high school, but I got locked up like 2 weeks into it. But my mom actually moved to like 11th Avenue in Peoria. So I had to go to Sunny Slope High School, and that was like weird, you know what I mean? Like it was like way different.
All them white motherfuckers?
Like, bro, it was just like it was like
I was thinking it, but you said it.
bro,
My
first
no
week,
offense to the Caucasian community, you know what I'm saying?
I got into it like the football players right there because it was just like it was just different. So it's like, man, but I only went there for like 2 weeks, and then I got locked up, and then I got out, and I went to Cortez for like the rest of that year or something, and then after that I went to Central for like a couple, you know what I mean, like months or something.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Did you end up finishing high school though?
Nah, I got my GED in prison though.
Yeah, shit. Salute that, man.
Lost to that too.
You said you was going through high school and stuff. Damn, so at a young age, man, you said a couple weeks into high school you got locked up?
Oh yeah. I caught my first armed robbery at 14, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. We were out there doing the most. Like, this is so crazy about like the high school. Wow, man, I can't say that. But we had did some stuff over in that area. But and then we were right there by my high school, and I tripped out because I was like, oh shit, like that's where I go to school at.
Right,
you know what I mean? Like man, that's crazy. Because I didn't know the area at all. So it's like we're just running amok, and it's like I'm doing stuff, and it's like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can't.
Small world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Because I mean, we've all gotten into a little bit of trouble, I think.
Right.
But damn, I don't think that young, dog. I think I was like 16.
Well, not that heavy that young, you know. what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure. Damn, dog.
16, that was my second armed robbery.
Damn, bro. You got brothers and sisters? Or?
Yeah. I got one brother, one sister.
Are you older, younger?
No, I'm the middle.
You're the middle
Okay.
one. You're the middle one. Are they kind of similar lifestyle? You guys all?
Well, we're all like 5 years apart.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? My brother was into some things.
Oh
but
wait, you guys are all 5 years apart?
Yeah, all 5 years apart.
So it would be like a 15-year different or whatever. Five.
Well, like, yeah. 5 years to my sister, and then 5 years to my brother. So it's like 10. Like 10
okay. Yeah,
years.
you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't graduate either, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't even get my GED.
He was dropping clues right there.
Hey, that was one thing that it was good. I pretty much, cause like junior high even, like I would ditch all the time. So it's like I didn't even really go to junior high. So really all I did is brush up on everything. Like so pretty much I had like a 6th grade education, and I brushed up on everything in prison and like real quick. And
Yeah.
I smashed that test. Like, man, that was
That's
one.
what's up, dog.
Yeah, that was one thing. Is like I could like book smart, like easy.
Yeah.
I could pick it up quick.
You retain the information well.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I think I was the opposite. I think I wasn't book smart, so that led me more to that lifestyle because
Yeah.
I couldn't do the book smart. So getting made fun of in school isn't real nice. I mean, so then real quick, I was like, oh, these motherfuckers, I'm gonna strike fear in these motherfuckers. They're gonna make fun of me.
Even more, huh?
You know what I mean, like, so that's where I turned to, being different. With that being said, so young, man, how does music play into all this, man? When does music start? How do you start? You just hear a song? What's
Man, like music, like I've been into music just ever since I was a kid, like way little. It just, you know what I mean, like I took to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know what I mean, like I was already learning the lyrics to, you know, different, you know what I mean, artists' songs and stuff like that, like since I was a kid. And then, so it just came natural.
But was it like? Well, obviously it had to be, man. Like you were so young. Were you writing before you got locked up, or were you like one of the cats that gets locked up and has all that time and then starts?
No, I was kind of like, I probably did my first little mixtape after I got out and I was on home arrest, but I was like probably like freestyling and just, you know what I mean, like writing, but not really like doing nothing with it before, like previous to that.
Mm-hmm.
What some of the inspirations that lead you in music?
Like what you mean? Be a little bit more specific.
Like growing up, what you listening to in music? What you bumping?
Oh, yeah, we were just talking about that. Like
I
came up off a lot of like Bay Area music.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like a lot of times, I mean, I'll use Master P as a example because Master P started out in the Bay Area. You know, West Coast Bad Boys and like all that stuff. JT the Bigger Figure. You know what I mean? RBL Posse. You know what I mean? Like Brother Lynch, X-Rated. You know what I mean? I came up off a lot of that. You know what I mean? A lot of West Coast rap for sure. You know what I mean? Like that's
Andre Nicotina,
Dre Dog, yeah.
I mean, Mac Dre and them, you know what I'm saying? Messy Moore, Jacka, R.P. to Jacka.
Yeah, all of that.
Man, that's what's up, man. With all that stuff going on in your life, man, how did you get away from that and start really taking music to a different level? How is that still maybe portray? How do you handle now that you're doing so much music-wise and like getting the limelight and getting out there? Is it hard trying to separate those lives?
It is because it's like I know better now. Like I'm to the point to where I know better, and the reality is that lifestyle it ain't even worth it. You know what I mean? Like it's all, you know what I mean? Like it's what we're programmed. You know what I mean? Like we're programmed to like know, hey, I'm hard and prove how hard I am and all of that, or how down I am. But reality is, it's a joke. You know what I mean? Because in the end, the guy who's living life and, you know what I mean, enjoying life, he's laughing at these fools trying to act hard out there. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean, me, I'd much rather be on the beach relaxing, chilling, you know what I mean, having a good time.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean, than be in the hood with a bunch of dudes, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Straight up. I mean that's
the
just
point
the
of that?
truth. That's just being 100. You know what I mean?
Or prove how hard I am and end up in a box doing life,
Right.
and I'll never be able to touch the streets again. For what? To prove how down I am to some people that really don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of that?
If you're saying it like that and telling it, but if you got to go back and do it again, would you do it different?
I can't say that I would, because that's what made me who I am, and the knowledge that I have now of that, and it showed me that, hey, really, this ain't for me, or this ain't this ain't what I want to do. You know what I mean? To each their own. If my little homies out there, they want to live like that, I can't tell them not to. I could give them advice and be like, hey, bro, like, that ain't it.
Right.
But if that's what you're doing, I can't tell you not to do it.
You can tell them where that's going to take them. You know what I mean?
Right.
But, you know, you can only say so much. You know what I mean? People are going to do what they're going to do.
Right.
But you can try to lay that advice out there. You know what I mean?
Ain't nobody could have told me nothing when I was 14,
That's the thing,
16.
you know what I
Nobody
mean?
could have told me nothing. I didn't
Right.
care.
Because I remember getting a lot of advice that I didn't take that, you know, I wish now I can hear them telling me, and I wish I would have just took a little bit of it. You know what I mean? Even a little bit of it. But I was just looking at them like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, I swear.
Yeah.
I feel dumb about it now because I'm like, shit, a little bit of that game would have helped me so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have not done a lot of the dumb shit I did, and I could have been in a better place a lot earlier. You know what I mean? But it's like you said, a lot of the shit you go through makes you who you are now. And you know, I don't know if I would change it. There's maybe a little here and there, a couple little things I would change, some decisions you make, but you can't become the person you are without going through the things you've been through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, trust in the process, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that's definitely the way it goes, man. But you do other stuff. You doing other stuff than music, man. I see you doing little movie role and shit,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Man.
I
How
saw
does that go? And maybe what makes you get into all that, man? How do you become being in trouble for so young, starting so young, and now venturing out to do so many different things like acting and music and all this stuff?
Man, like I'm blessed, you know what I mean? Like I always had the hustle in me. So it's like if I wanted to do something, I'm gonna do it. If you want to do something and you don't do it, it's because you didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't try. You didn't hustle hard enough. You didn't try to make it happen. So if you didn't take action, how's it supposed to? Somebody's supposed to come knock on your door?
Can only blame yourself.
Yeah, you know, somebody's gonna knock on your door like, hey man, we got this for you. Nah, you got to get out there and you got to do it. You got to figure out how to do it and make it happen. That's just what it is. So it's like, in reality, like I like the acting stuff more better than the music because it like I get too realistic with the music. The music is like it got to be about my life. It's things that I have done, I will do. You know what I mean? And then it's like I try to go a little bit more away from the gangster stuff. You know what I mean? As much as I can, but it like if that's what I'm starting to write and it's going through my mind, then that's what I'm gonna write. Whatever comes to me, that's what I write. So it's like I can't pick and choose. Well, I'm gonna write a song about this. Like it has to just come to me. So it's like that gangster shit is in me. So it's like, man, and I'm putting that energy out into the world. And it's like I really don't want to do that, but this is what's coming out. So it's like, what do I do? Do I just not do it, or that's what was meant to be put out in the world? So I don't know. With the acting, at least it's like, well, it's a movie, it's a film. It don't got to be 100% authentic. And in films, it don't matter how real you make it. Somebody out there is gonna say, "Oh, that's fake. That don't work like that." You know what I mean? Like some nonsense. So it's like, you know. But I like the acting. You know what I mean? To me, it's like I could be an actor until I'm 100. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna need 100-year-old for some kind of part in the movie.
Right,
so
right.
it's a long term, you know what I mean, plan.
Right.
Rather than, you know what I mean, man, I'd like to see it, but you know what I mean, I don't think you're gonna see 100-year-old rapper out there. You know what I mean? Like it could happen,
for sure.
but
That's definitely like the rap game only lasts for so long. You can see it even with the greats. You know, they eventually bow out gracefully. Eventually, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because you can't. I mean, I guess it depends. Like you can maybe change the genre a little bit, like you're saying. You know, maybe when they were younger, it was a lot of hardcore gangster shit, you know, but then as they get older, the vibe changes. You can't really be 50 years old and trying to be a hard gangster when that ain't the life you're living. You know what I mean?
Right.
So then they change it up a little bit, like even like Snoop, you know, he was always on that, you know, gangster rap type shit, and then nowadays you hear like the shit that he put out with like Pharrell, like Beautiful and all them other tracks. You know what I mean? He changed his shit up. So the rap game only gonna last for so long. But yeah, acting, like you said, man, they could need a person of any age for a role. But when it comes to the acting, I was doing some like little research on your page and shit, and I saw some of the shit. Have you ever done any other roles besides like any like I don't want to call it like shit. I was gonna say, but besides them like making you like a gangster, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've actually I've probably done a few different things. You know what I mean? Man, like I've been in commercials. You know what I mean? Like
shit.
I've been in commercials. I just filmed one for Gila River Casino.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was
what you doing there?
It was just more like party vibe type stuff.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So,
like you like where you're in the casino doing something, or is it like?
Nah, well, because they got a resort right there.
Yeah.
So it's like it was for the resort.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean, so they had this scene. I wasn't in the casino scene, but you know what I mean. I was, you know what I mean, like the resort, the pool area and stuff like that. So it was, you know, kind of like party good vibes type of
That's
stuff.
dope.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. It's dope. And
Hell
they pay
yeah.
good too. So it's like,
Hell yeah.
That's the best part.
I had a question about that. How does that work? Is that like a one time hit off, like where they pay you one time and you're fully paid out, or is it like however many times the commercial runs?
It depends. So it's like realistically, like if you could get a national commercial, bro, man, they pay good and you get residuals, you know, depending. So they'll run a contract and then they renew it or they don't renew it. You know what I mean? Some commercials are just for the web, so the web commercials pay not as good, but they still pay decent. You know what I mean? If it's on TV, it pays a little better. You know what I mean? So, and same thing, they could renew the contract and they'll put in the contract, if we renew, we pay this much, and you know, this and that.
Right.
So it goes on like about a year, like a year contract.
Damn, that's what's up. Shit.
Yeah, sometimes like 2 years.
How do you get involved in that? Like,
I was just gonna say, what makes you do? Were you just chilling? Fucking, I was gonna say smoking, but you ain't smoking. You was like, you see the commercial and
no.
Wow.
He
Hey,
gives me shit all the time.
This is the craziest shit, man. Right here.
We're gonna get into it real quick.
Yeah, man. This motherfucker smoked for so long.
20 years.
20 years, dog, and had a dental issue, right?
No, it wasn't a dental issue.
What was it?
I got some work done. Some dental work done,
right.
And that's what made me initially. So I had to stop for like 3 weeks, but in the process of those 3 weeks, I had like some shit go down at work where I had like I accidentally breathed in some chemicals at work, and it fucked my throat up pretty bad. And when I was younger, I had asthma. It kind of brought that shit back, and then every time I would try to smoke after that, my fucking like airway would like close up, and I literally could like not breathe. And so fucking kind of just, you know, one thing led to another where
you fucking quit.
I stopped for like a whole month, you know what I mean? And motherfucker. And after that month, I kind of just told myself like, I think I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna rock with it. I'm just gonna keep going. You know what I mean? Because like you know, you do something for so long, and you don't know, even in your own mind. Like I would tell people I could quit if I want to. You know what I mean? I'm just doing this because I want to. But in the back of my mind, I wasn't sure. You know what I mean? Because it had been so long. It was a daily thing for me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Habit.
Like the shit was like controlling my appetite type shit. Like if I didn't smoke during the day, I wouldn't get hungry. And I would just go for however long without eating. You know what I mean? I'm like, this shit got too much control. And I was like, you know, if it ever did come a time where I was going to stop or at least try to stop, it was already happening. So I just kind of rolled with it. You know what I mean? And started feeling better, started winning that battle where my body was, you know, I didn't need it anymore. So I was just like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I feel better. I hoop a lot. And like even basketball, you know what I mean? I was breathing better. I could go longer without getting that burn in my chest. You know what I mean? And I just made the choice to fucking
good, man. Go ahead, make yourself feel good.
Made the choice to, you know what I mean? Just stop for good. You know what I mean?
He did, man. Salute you, bro. Honestly, man. My bad.
Yeah, you a hating ass.
Salute my dog, man, for quitting after all those years. Because it just now it's me and my motherfucking dog over there that get all the love from the
y'all
canvas.
should be happy. You know what I mean? You don't gotta split it with me no more.
Yeah, thanks, please.
But anyway, yeah. So shit, that's, you know, that is.
I know you got deep into it, man. I felt like you needed to get it off your chest. You haven't said it, dude. It hasn't been publicly said.
You keep giving me shit about it, and I wanted to fucking give the real background of what happened.
You quit, motherfucker.
I ain't no quitter,
motherfucker. Damn, like he said with the acting and all that, man. How did you get really the roles? Did you really try out for them? Did you really go into the studio?
Yeah. So wow. Well, trip out. So I wanted to do a movie, right? Yeah. So like I wanted like for some reason, like before I had went to prison, I was like, damn, what can I do that I want to do? Like that, and I knew that they had schools and stuff for that, and I had caught a case. So I was like, man, I was going to court, and they're like, hey, well, you got to start doing, you know, some kind of school or something. Like, what is that place? It was AIBT. It used to be called AIBT right there on 43rd and Bethany Home. That was the school that I kind of linked up with and started talking to them about, you know what I mean, going to school because of the court stuff. And they were like, yeah, well, you know, you gotta get your GED. And then they were trying to put me in business. And I'm like, well, you know what I mean, like business would be good because I'm a hustler. But like, what would I really, if I went to school, what would I really want to go to school for? So I thought acting would be dope. You know what I mean? Like that would be something I would like to rock with. And long story short, you know what I mean, that with that case, I got a probation. And then a week after that, ATF came and raided me, and I went to prison. So it's like that was all out the window. You know what I mean? Like all the school and
School
everything.
and all that.
That's fucked up, dog.
Yeah,
I thought it was leading to.
So did I.
thought it was going-
That took a turn real quick. He was like, I was out, probation and shit, and then fucking got raided again, motherfucker.
This motherfucker's been getting raided since he was fucking 14, my dog.
Man, like damn.
Damn.
So yeah, I graduated early, man. I graduated because even when I was 16 and I caught my second armed robbery, I went straight to Madison. I went straight to adult court. Like there was no juvenile involved at all. It was like straight to adult court. I got a bond and everything. I was like,
Was that a part of like because
fuck
of
with Lazy
you had
Dubb.
already
Lazy
had
Dubb will
because you
get
already
you,
had
boy.
one?
the first one that I had, actually I had a transfer hearing, but at that, and I was only 14. So at that time, it was automatic transfer if you were 15. So I barely like,
Under the cut.
Yeah, under the cut, and then I beat my transfer hearing because it was like my first actually time getting in trouble.
Right.
Even though I was out there wilding, doing
Yeah,
all
yeah,
kinds of like craziness, this is my first time getting caught. So I beat my transfer, got like 3 years intense probation or whatever, but I only did so much because I did good. And you know what I mean? So they let me off early, and then I got standard probation, and then right when I got off standard probation, boom, that's when I caught the second armed robbery.
Damn.
Yeah. So I was like, man.
My dog. But like you said, blessed, man, to be here, man. All that shit,
you had
man.
to go through
I
all of that,
guarantee you, no one would have thought you would be here, bro. You know what I mean?
What trip out on this, man?
You know what I'm saying?
Like about a month, 2 months, I was just out of the county for that second armed robbery because I beat it. They couldn't pin it on me. So like 2 months out of county, boom, I got shot, man, right there on 35th and Grand. Like, man.
My dog.
Damn.
I ain't doing that.
17,
I won't do the
17
machine guns
years.
no
Don't
more.
do the shots
I
on
won't do
it this time, man. Hold off on the shots.
All right, it is what it is.
Damn, dog. Damn, you've been through some shit, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Nah, for real.
And now that you're doing what you're doing now, the acting, I'm saying, dude, how did you go from that, really, honestly, you know what I mean? And then to change your mindset to be in an acting place or acting role, would you consider doing something different than like a gangster role? So they say.
Oh yeah. Like I said, so I did. I've done commercials. You know, I did the party stuff. You know, what I mean, a lot of times, you know, it's typecast stuff like, oh, he fits this role. You know what I mean, like whatever. But like I just did an audition for like some military type stuff. I did a commercial for cat construction. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Caterpillar. I was a construction worker. You know what I mean?
What you do in construction?
It was a Taco Tuesday commercial.
Oh,
I was just construction worker.
that's what you were, your character?
Yeah.
Right. I thought you meant you actually worked in the construction.
Nah, bro.
Damn.
Nah.
I've been smoking.
Yeah, you been smoking.
But either way, so when I got out of prison, it was just like, you know, I was doing the rap stuff, and what I seen like 50 Cent and Master P and all of that, they always went towards movies. You know what I mean? So it's like that was something that I was already interested in back when I was, you know, thinking about going to school or whatever, what I would want to go to school for. So it was just something I always wanted to do. So I was trying to figure out how to do it. And then when I linked up with Mr. Capone, doing more business with him, I kept telling him, like, bro, I want to do a movie, bro. And he's like, because he had never did a movie. So, you know what I mean? I was like, come on. And then he knew a guy that could help put it all together. So finally he was like, all right, you still want to do that movie? I was like, yeah, let's do it. So he linked me up with him, and then we just made it happen. That was the first one. So then off of that movie didn't even get released yet. And then I got hit up for an audition for the movie Peppermint with Jennifer Garner. And I'm like, damn, like that's dope. Like I can do this.
Okay.
Yeah, like I had no clue how to do an audition. I didn't,
reading the script, none of that.
Yeah, like I had all that stuff. Like man, I blew it. You know what I mean? Like I would say I blew it. You know what I mean? Like man, like I didn't know nothing what I was doing because I was expecting them to even like read the part to where it's like I can act it out on my end, but they just like kind of mumbled it, and I'm like, huh? You know what I mean? Like,
wow, yeah.
Like, can you say that again? It don't work like that. You get like 1-2 chances if you're lucky. You know what I mean? It's like you got to go in there prepared. You know what I mean? So nowadays though, you can do self-tape, so it's a little easier.
Yeah.
You get your own person to read with you and stuff like that, so it's a little bit easier. But back then, at that time, it was like you go.
So they read you the scripts. I didn't mean
they
to
kind of
cut
throw
you
you into the scene.
Oh, so
like,
they say
so somebody's
you're
read
a gang
the line
member
before
about
you.
to shoot somebody. They said, and then you got to act.
Well,
that
that's
part
kind
out.
of already established. He probably knew what his role
Yeah,
was
okay,
supposed
yeah,
to
they,
be.
yeah,
Okay.
they
Okay.
gave me a script, they gave me a script, and my part actually they sent me the whole script to the whole movie.
Damn.
It was a little bit different, you know what I mean? But it was like the whole, and I read it. I was like, oh, because I wanted to know, like, okay,
You wanna know
what
the
am-
vibe.
what-
Yeah.
what am I doing? So I tried to study and be prepared as I could. That didn't mean nothing.
Damn.
Like that didn't mean nothing. So this is why, if you are trying to get into that stuff, it is good to take the acting classes and, you know what I mean, get an acting coach and stuff, because it's when preparation meets opportunity. I had a dope opportunity.
Weren't prepared.
I blew it because I wasn't ready.
When you went to go do that audition, was there a lot of other people there for the audition
Not for the role that
that you were doing?
that I was doing,
Okay.
but for other roles.
Okay.
Like I met one of the dudes he was actually on Ozark. And
Oh, wow.
he was there for an audition for a lawyer, a cop, or, you know, I had some role there. Another homie that's on, he's on the Mayans. His name's Creeper on the Mayans. You know what I mean? He was there. That's where I met that dude. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I met a few people right there. You know what I mean? Like people that were already like doing things.
Yeah,
you know
hell
what
yeah.
I mean? Like and it was new to me, so I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like this is cool.
Yeah.
Another guy, that guy that played Iceman on he's actually got a twin brother and stuff. He was breaking a lot of things down for me right there. He was putting me up on game. So it was cool. You know what I mean?
That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Shit.
Damn, man, yeah, that's crazy, man. Getting that deep into it, like I said, man, it's just crazy to hear where you come from, and able to accomplish so much, man. A lot to go still, man. We just halfway through station identification, man. This is Homemade Genius. I am the homie Toe, man. What half your favorite group, Homegrown? And you know I'm always with my dog.
Top notch. What's up, everybody?
Man, and I appreciate everybody, man, all the love, man, that's been going on, man. I appreciate y'all that have been tuning in and going crazy. Season 8, episode 3.
Yes, sir.
Brought to you by Cannabis Cactus, always free.
Never prickly.
Make sure you go get the Cannabis. The magazine just dropped, man. It's super sick.
This month's issue.
Man. Make sure you go get it. Also, go download the app. Shout out to Mama Juana's Eats and Treats. She got to her birthday party on the 18th.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you go to that.
Get your tickets. You could get them VIP tickets. Those come with food and something else. I can't remember exactly, but go look at her page and you can see what's on there, man. They got general admission tickets, and then they got like some VIP package tickets.
Yeah, man. There's all kinds of stuff going on, man. We're gonna talk about all of it, man. But we just having fun, man. We halfway through this mug. How do you feel?
Good, man. It's a dope conversation. It's cool to hear. I never really, I don't really know too many people that have done all that. You know what I mean? As far
I
as
don't
like
either.
the
I wasn't
acting
expecting all
commercials
that.
and shit like
I just seen the one role, dog. You know what I mean? Seen where that you posted and you were playing that role. So that's what's so crazy that you're saying you'd want to do all the other ones, man. And salute to you and all that.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah, appreciate it.
As we start this second half, man, we've been talking about a lot of stuff, but we also talk about we're going to do different types of stuff, man, going on the show. You talked about a few of them, man. You want to get into one of them right
you wanna
now?
get into a segment?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into a segment,
into it,
man. Salute to everybody, man, that tunes in and watches us.
Yes, sir.
So we have a
appreciate
few
you.
things, man, we talk about and just topics and shit like that, and we like to get our guests' opinions and views on it that happen, man. And my man's going to go ahead and take you through a couple of
All
them
right,
right
man.
now.
This is going to be called History of Today, and today being the 9th of March, right? That's what today is? I'm going to make sure I got that right.
Oh, this is the crazy one. This is what we talked about this one earlier.
All right, let's see. We'll go pretty far back on this one. Let's see. March 9th, 1964, the first Ford Mustang rolled off the Ford assembly line. What you guys like Mustangs? You fuck around with Mustangs? They're all right, huh?
Do you like Mustang?
I remember the 5.0s were pretty popular.
they were-
you know
they
what I
were
mean?
dope.
People
Back in,
were
what, the 90s?
the Bay Area. They were swinging in them things.
Yeah.
Boy, them 5.0s were pretty popular.
I don't know. I like the horse.
The wild Mustang,
The wild
my
Mustang.
G.
That's all I played on a baseball team, Mustangs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see you.
I like
Yeah,
them.
I
My
see
bad.
you.
Go ahead.
All right.
Next one.
All right, this one is pretty crazy. March 9th, 1997 was the day that the notorious B.I.G. passed away from gunshot wounds as a result from
Wait,
a
today?
drive-by
Oh
homicide.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild, right?
Damn.
Pretty crazy,
That
right?
happened today?
March 9th, 1997.
Damn, man.
And
So,
I'm gonna hit you guys with some questions, okay? So we're in March now. So like in the month of March, 30 years ago, which would have been 1993, because we were all around then. We were all pretty young. I don't know how old you are, but I was only 9 years old at that time.
I can't remember. I can't do the math right
93.
now.
That means you were probably like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I'll just say it was before my first armed robbery.
So I'll let y'all know he was younger than 14.
If y'all been paying attention.
These are the top 5 songs that were on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. All right.
All right.
Number 1 was
Before the first time ever.
A Whole New World. You know what that is?
Who?
The theme song to Aladdin.
Oh, yeah.
A Whole New World.
New.
Yep. By Peebo Bryson and Regina Bell.
I had to sing that shit in school, dog.
What?
Yeah,
For school play type shit?
Yeah, like for like Christmas shit. They used to
Okay,
make us
I
sing that
see
shit
you.
in Paloma Ranch.
I see. Number 2 was "I Will Always Love You" by Whitney Houston.
That's
Right,
dope.
that was a big one. "Ordinary World" by Duran Duran. That was maybe the only one that I don't know, like off the top of my head.
Oh,
Sounds like it was on Aladdin too.
Yeah. Sounds like it could have been. And then I know you both know this one, "Informer" by Snow.
Oh,
Informer. You know, that shit was popping.
lit back then.
Yeah,
though.
that's what I'm saying. That shit was popping. And then number 5, "Nothing But a G Thing." That was
Okay,
Dre.
okay.
Pretty dope,
Damn,
right?
he came in 5th?
Yeah, at that time, in March of '93, he was
number 1 in the hood though.
You know what I'm saying? Number 1 in your hearts. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
Man, yeah, that's crazy,
And
man.
then here's one, March 9th of 1990. Dr. Antonia Novello was sworn in as the U.S. Surgeon General, becoming the first woman and first Hispanic to hold the job. Pretty dope, right? Give her some applause for that. You know what I'm saying?
First Hispanic to hold the job?
To hold that position. Not only the first woman, but the first Hispanic. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
shout out
definitely
to
need
my
more of that,
Hispanic
man.
people.
Definitely need more of that.
This one was pretty crazy, too. So March 9th of 1993, Rodney King testified against the 4 L.A. police officers who were accused of violating his civil rights in the attack that contributed to the L.A. riots that lasted a couple months.
Damn, he testified
Well,
today?
the thing was, this was the second trial. The first trial, which started those riots, all 4 of the officers got acquitted, which is why everybody went crazy. You know what I mean? They got crazy in the community.
Popped off.
Yeah, exactly. A year later, in '93, they had a civil case where they tried them for violating his civil rights, and 2 of the officers got convicted, and 2 of them still got acquitted. But they felt like it was at least some kind of justice. You know what I mean? They got the 2 main ones who did like the most vicious shit to him, because like one of them right off top hit him with that baton and split his whole cheek open.
Damn, man.
And so there was 2 of them that were getting real crazy.
Yeah, man, that shit. I
Taking-
don't remember the Rodney Kings at all, and I don't mean to be funny. All I remember is when I was in grade school. That's what we used to do to kids in the bathroom when we used to jump them. We used to be like, "Rodney King up!"
What are
and we
you
would fuck
doing
them up, dude. It was fucked up, dog.
That is fucked up.
Dude, and I didn't know anything about it until I got older and educated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it was like this whole fucking.
You know,
I
being
didn't-
young and dumb, you don't know shit. You know what I
Crazy,
mean? You
bro.
just kind of go along with what you hear. But yeah, that shit was pretty wild, man. So yeah, man, history of the day. You know, that's some of the shit that popped off on this day. You know, in the history of everything. You know what I mean? Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, man. Today's a crazy day. We talked about it the other day.
And also, I wanted to say March 9th is National Meatball and National Crab Meat Day.
I don't eat seafood.
Crab?
You
Crab
know what?
legs?
I've been trying to, like, it's difficult for me, but I would like I'm trying to.
It's
like,
not something you grew up with.
Yeah, nah, like I would never, like before I would never eat seafood at all, but now
Right.
that I'm older, it's like, maybe I was missing out on something,
yeah.
maybe not. I tried, they say it's healthy for you, so I'm like, I'm trying to eat healthy.
Yeah, you got to expand
But
your
it's
palate a
like-
little bit. You know what I mean? You never know.
What kind of seafood have you eaten?
I've tried crab, and I just like,
What kind of crab? Like just like out of the shell, or like
out
crab
of the-
legs?
like,
or-
well, you know what? Actually, papados are pretty good.
Papados is fire.
but I think because they mix it with
They
a lot
put
of
a lot of
stuff.
shit, yeah,
so
yeah.
I've had like the stuffed crab, from papados.
Cause like crab cakes, you know what I mean? That's
Crab cakes are alright too,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like to crack open a leg and eat it is a little
and
bit
that
like,
butter with garlic. I don't know. It's pretty fire. I like seafood.
lobster
I don't like.
is a little
I don't
better.
like. I don't like the raw seafood. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like when it comes to like sushi and how they be eating like raw fish and shit like that. Like I can't do that.
Yeah, I think the stuff at the supermarket ain't really sushi. I don't know.
Nah, you ain't getting that at the supermarket. And if you are, be careful. You know what I'm saying? That shit might fuck you up a little bit.
Sushi Wednesdays at Sprouts.
Right. Sprouts, Sprouts. I don't know. They might have some decent shit. Sprouts is good. Yeah, salmon. Yeah.
They have like some like pre-seasoned salmon there. It's like, not bad.
Right on. That's coming from the camera guy. He
Yeah,
said that salmon is fire.
Yeah, he said the salmon's fire. Get that salmon from Sprouts, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
well, I tripped out one time. I was at like a resort. Actually, the Princess Resort out here.
Yeah,
And
that's
some
dope.
rich people, they were, they had like a breakfast thing or whatever, and they was like, "Hey, this is what you get this, with the cream cheese and the salmon."
So
and
that
I
was
like,
probably like some salmon.
that was
like
the first
some
time I
pate.
ever tried that, and I was like, I
Yeah.
tried it, just the cream cheese and I guess it's like not cooked salmon,
Yeah.
like raw salmon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, with on the little bread or whatever, and I tried it. It was all right. You know what I mean, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it depends. Like if the piece isn't like real big where it's gonna overpower
right,
everything
right.
else, then
Yeah.
when it's mixed with some other shit like cream cheese and that, I've had that before and it wasn't that bad, but anytime where the taste of the fish overpowers the rest of the stuff, I just can't do it.
Right.
It's not for me.
I can't either. But I was like, man, if this is what rich people eat, I'm trying to be
I'm
more
try,
like
you
that.
know? Yeah.
I'm trying to be
I'm
like
find
that.
out if this is what's getting to the bag, you know?
Yeah, for real. Except for I'm allergic to that shit. So.
All of it?
Well, as soon as I started with the shrimp, dude, and that shit happened, I cut it all off. So if you can't eat shrimp, then why are you trying to eat anything else?
Where did you try shrimp from? Like Pete's?
Nah, my lady, she had made it, and so I tried it. It was a ceviche.
Oh, ceviche I fucks with. Ceviche is fire.
Yeah, you fucks with that motherfucker. Everybody fucks with that shit, man. That's my brother's shit, man. But yeah, man, I tried that shit, and ever since then, I don't do the seafood, man. I can't really do it anyways, man, with the octopuses and all that shit.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of that shit, like calamari type shit.
The mariscos, like man.
Oh yeah. Bro, speaking of that, I just want to. Do you remember that time we went? It was after wasn't it after the Super Show where we were there with Modelo? Remember? And he took us, the dude from Modelo took us to that fucking like Mariscos place.
The banda was playing right next to our damn table.
The banda was tight, but he ordered.
But it was right next to our table, though.
It was loud as fuck. But he ordered us like a couple of like platters of some shit, bro. Straight up shrimps and fucking little squids and shit with the heads and eyes still on them and shit. I was like, well, what in the fuck?
I appreciate Modelo's trying to do that, but I didn't eat nothing that day.
Huge shout out to him for everything he did for us. But goddamn, that was some fucking crazy shit. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, man.
I felt bad. We were all turning it down. He was like, come on, eat up. And we were like, oh, man, I'm full.
Yeah, dude, because he's that man.
He was the man, though. He hooked us up with a lot of shit. I mean, he hooked us up with fucking the big Modelo helmet, the fucking Modelo bike that you never brought here.
I got it just chilling at the house.
He got like a lowrider bike, all Modelo.
I was gonna try to hang it up somewhere.
It's fucking dope.
Yeah, dude. The
badass.
seat is black, but it's leather, and it's like burned a candy skull in it with Modelo's on it. Sick as fuck.
I mean, it's a badass
Sick
bike,
as
bro.
fuck, dude.
But he hooked
Shout out
us up
to
with
him,
a bunch of dope shit, yeah.
Yeah, dude, he took us and put us on stage, man. He did a lot of shit for us, so.
Yeah.
With that said, man, you got a lot of the year left, man. The year started, man. We went through a bunch of stuff, man.
Man, the year ain't even started, really.
Man.
Right.
I mean, we've done a lot. You've done a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on with all kinds of stuff, man. How you feel about it all, man? And what direction you heading? Shows and stuff, and new projects and.
Man, I got so much going on this year, man. For real, like last year, I've been on tour for like the last 3 years. You know what I mean? Since COVID, since 2020, even right before.
Yeah,
COVID.
you fuck with my man AC too, man. Shout out to AC, dog.
Yeah,
AC promoter. You know what I mean?
But man, man, I've been on tour, so we lining up shows for this year. You know what I mean? I already got like April 15th where we doing the Tacos and Tequila Arizona Blaze.
Shout out there. We was nominated for Podcast of the Year on that event there on that show. So
put your votes in.
So go to the link in the bio, man. You can vote every 24 hours.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Podcast of the Year. We get nominated every year. We haven't got one yet.
Damn.
Dog, fuck.
Come
this
on.
is 3 years running and 2 different awards, and we ain't got one of them in AZ mixtapes either.
That just means our fans are lazy. Come on, y'all. Get out there. Put your votes in.
Get your vote in.
Man, go vote that motherfucker, dude. We need to win that.
Who's winning?
Right? That's what I want to know. Who the fuck is winning?
Dude, I don't know. Whoever they are, though, dude, we're going to don't let us see them. We're going to do something, dude. I'm going to do something.
Don't let me catch them in the streets.
Yeah, man. I ain't going to do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do something like, I don't know, man.
Cut that power off.
Yes. There you go. Get lit.
Yeah.
Get the internet.
Ethernet cord.
Motherfucker, something like that, man. Fucking bastards. Always winning that shit. No, man, but a lot of stuff. You doing shows all over. You just released the track.
Yup.
You got a video of that coming? Videos?
No, I don't. I got to shoot one for that one still. I got a lot of videos I got to shoot. I got a lot of tracks that are already done that I'm about to just start putting them out. You know what I mean? And then after I put them out, the audios, then I'm going to start doing videos and stuff too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you just released that, man. That shit is sick. We were just bumping it earlier.
Yeah.
Came hard, man, on that. You do a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff for the community, man. How you feel about that, man? Arizona, where it's at, man. Like I said, you work with AC, a lot of other guys. How you feel about all that, working with everybody and in the state it's at and where it's headed?
You know what? I like the younger generation that's coming up right now, and I think they're showing a lot of unity. Because when I was coming up, there's a whole bunch of haters. You know what I mean? Like nobody really looked out for anybody. You know what I mean? Like I wish that there was somebody like me around back then, because any of these little homies hit me up. Hey, anything I could do for them, I can't put you on. You got to put yourself on.
Right.
But if I got resources or something that I can help you out with, then I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like the homeboy Byron 602. He was here like a week ago.
Last week.
Shout out to Byron,
Last
man.
week, yeah. Shout out Byron.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lil homie had tapped in with me. You know what I mean? I brought Swifty Blue out here. You know what I mean? They linked up. They started doing some things. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, that's dope. Like, I love to see that. So and they're still going tough. So it's like I like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
man.
anything that I got, nobody can stop my blessings. So it don't matter if you profit. I don't want to say profit, but if you come up off of something that I hooked you up with or something, that's cool. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping. I ain't gonna get mad and say, oh, but you didn't involve me or you didn't do that. Nobody can stop what is destined for me.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right,
So it don't like that stuff don't affect me. Haters start hating and they want to try to block, oh well, you didn't do this with me and you didn't involve me in this, and you know what I mean, just you know what I mean, it's not cool. You know what I mean? It's like nobody can't stop what's meant for you. What's meant for you is gonna happen regardless. You know what I mean? So
Hell yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I don't mind sharing connects. I don't mind, you know what I mean, like helping people out, you know what I mean, the best that I can. You know what I mean? That's just what it is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I think a lot of people need to start being like that here in Arizona.
But I mean, we've been kind of talking about that on some of the past episodes just recently, where like I guess in the past it was a lot more cutthroat,
Right.
Where people didn't really want to fuck with each other because they were too worried about putting themselves ahead. You know what I
Right,
mean? But I
exactly.
feel like the game has changed a little bit. Like you said, a lot of the people that are coming up now are more willing to do shit. You know what I mean? Features with other people from that don't even have to be from their hood or whatever. Maybe people
Right.
they don't know, just other people that are doing shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
As long as it's pushing the ball forward, you know what I mean? That's what we're looking for. You know?
Right, like one of my things that I see in the city, like right now, I'm like, man, to be honest, my opinion, and I haven't seen nobody doper, but I'll push it every time. I'll be like, man, my boy Chris Coke, coldest in
Oh,
Phoenix.
shout out
That's
to
the
Chris
homie.
Coke, dog. That's a big homie right there.
Yeah, I'll
man.
be like, man, he's the coldest in Phoenix. But a lot of artists, they won't give that recognition and they won't acknowledge that. They want to, nah, it's not promoting me or something like that. Man, I want to see my boy win because that fool's so talented.
Hell yeah.
It's like
He
I
really
want to
is.
see him
He's
win.
really, really gifted, man.
Yeah, man. He fucking spent the whole night here one time just fucking blowing
We
our
spent
mind with
a
just-
few nights, man. We went to music.
Yeah, we hung out a few
video
times, but I
here,
mean, you know which night I'm talking about, where that motherfucker spit nonstop
Oh, dude, I
for
threw beats on.
a couple
I threw beats
hours in
on.
a row. Where he
Yeah,
was
you throw a
just-
beat on, he's rapping
Crazy.
that whole beat and the
I got-
next one and acapella.
I'm gonna drop
after
that shit. I'm gonna give
Yeah,
it to
man,
you
that
to
shit
edit
was-
that
that
shit.
shit was
Watch, I
fucking
got that
crazy,
shit.
bro.
I went through it the other day, dog, and he's going crazy. You two are standing right there, and he's
Yeah, that'd be hard to cope with.
going nuts, man.
Yeah, Coke's the man.
But yeah, man, Arizona needs a lot of that. You think that's what? And I was gonna ask you, man, since you've been doing it for so long, do you find it either hard doing it now, the way the generation is compared to back then? Do you find it easier? Pros and cons.
I like it better now. You know what I mean? I like things are better now because it's like I said, you know what I mean? Like with this younger generation, they don't seem to be like haters. You know what I mean? Like they're all trying to get on. I don't see the hate. You know what I mean? Like saying, you know what I mean? Like some of these people that have opened doors for us in the state, or that could have opened doors for us. And like I said, it's somebody, cause I can't put you on. But hey, if I got the resources, I'll plug you up with the resources. You know what I mean? So I'm not asking
Right.
any of these artists that were before me to put me on. But hey, if you got the resources, why not?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
link
Help
me
us
up,
out.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, why not help us out if you have the resources?
Right.
And there's artists that never shared those resources. They actually try to blackball people and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's like, man, what you doing, bro? You know what I mean? That's just hater shit. You know
For
what I mean?
sure,
Like,
for
straight
sure.
up, you're just a hater.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
For sure. We got time for that shit.
We
Right.
got time for that shit.
We got time for that, man. We trying to build. That's the whole platform we trying to do, man. Is just, you know what I mean, highlight what Arizona is and what it has.
Yeah.
Right.
In a competitive way and a, you know what I mean, good way all the way around. You know what I mean?
Right, competitive
Yeah,
is good. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it helps you guys
raises
raise
the
the
bar,
bar for
for
sure.
sure.
When I talk about the other shows and them being nominated, salute to all of them. No joke, bro. I like and follow, comment on
I was
all
gonna
of
say
their
we know
stuff.
most of them. You know what I'm saying? We
But at the
fuck
same time, it's good to be competitive, man. It makes us
Right.
want to step up our shit. Get
Hell
this
yeah.
new, get that. AZ Way 2 Act's a good one to talk about, man. That man over there works for them. You know what I mean? And to see what they do sometimes makes me want to do something. You know, I need to do this a little different. I
Right.
need to do that a little more. You know what I mean? Like seeing the success from each other go on.
Yeah.
And that just helps build our state, man, to be where I want it to be. Like I tell everybody, man, what it could be like when they talk about California, when they talk about Atlanta, when they talk about New York. You know what I mean? As a state of how many artists and talent that is here.
But
Yeah.
you know what? There's a lot of that same nonsense that goes on
over there.
in those same places too, and it's
Oh, right,
crazy.
right.
A lot of like homeboy networking and hater shit and all of that. It's crazy because I go to these places and it's like, damn. So because I felt like, damn, it's just like at home. Like, why is it like that at home? You know what I mean? Because
Right.
reality, Arizona didn't even start really rocking with me until I left. When I left
Which is
Arizona,
crazy.
when I left Arizona, then they said, oh, he's really doing something.
Right.
But before that, you know what I mean? A lot of, nobody cared. They were just trying to do them.
Kind of just brushing you off.
Yeah, during that little bit of time, like
Right.
with those artists and stuff, you know what I mean?
Right,
So it's like,
How do you feel and handle that when you come back, and how you're doing what you're doing?
It's like, you know what I mean? Really, I don't, there's certain people that it's like, if you talk down on me, I ain't fucking with you. You know what I mean? Period. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm real humble, but I could be cocky too. You know what I mean? I could be cocky too because there's a lot of, man, I got street credit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like I could do my thing in the music. You know what I mean? I could do my thing with the movie. I got money. I'm not broke. You know what I mean? So it's like, I could stunt on these fools. You know what I mean? I could shit on you if you want me to. I'd rather not because that's, I like to carry myself with a little bit of class. But if you've ever talked down on me, I'm gonna shit on you. I'm gonna shit on you. I don't care. You ain't getting no love. You know what I mean? No love, and you ain't getting no resources, no nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you shouldn't have ran your mouth. You
That
shouldn't
door's
talk down on
closed.
me. Yeah.
Hell yeah. But I was just gonna run off like what you said. It's kind of like why we started this podcast. You know what I mean? Was because we wish, like, we've been doing music for a long time. Like you said, we wish that back then there was some place like this where we could go and somebody that was willing to like just shine a light on everybody. Like we
See,
have
that's what we
so
do.
many artists have come on here, big artists like Merkham's, Coke. You know what I mean? All those people that are big, that people know who they are and they're doing shit. But then we've had artists on here that nobody's ever even heard of. And we give them the same fucking interview that we gave to them. You know what I mean? Because we're just trying to shine a light on everybody and give them a way to push their name out there and just make the culture and the scene of Arizona better. You know what I mean?
And that's dope. You know what I mean? Like I like that. That's why I rock with you.
Yeah,
I see you guys showing love. I show love.
No, hell
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
We
'Cause
appreciate it.
Yeah, I think that's dope when people work together. When you
yeah.
could work together and make something that you could, teamwork make the dream work.
For sure, for sure.
well,
Yeah, I mean, if it's only you working solo, it takes a lot longer.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
It's just-
it really does.
Also, like what I was gonna say, like you were saying, some of the other shows and podcasts out there, shit, we've had a bunch of them on here. You know,
yeah,
we bring them on
Matty
here,
Ice.
Matty Ice, shine a light on their show. AZ Way Too Active. You know, they're
I was running
doing
their shit right now, but
they're
it just
doing
turned off. I don't
similar
know what
shit to
happened.
us, but we don't give a fuck. We invite them on our show. Let's promote their shit too. You know what I mean?
Right,
Because
right.
we just
Like
like you
can't
said,
stop your blessing.
man, we just exactly. You know what I mean? Because it's not like I mean, like you said, to be competitive, but not like everything is not a competition though. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we're just trying to, like you said, raise
there's
the
like
bar.
enough-
You know what I mean?
the
It's
pie is
enough to
big
go
enough for
around.
all of us,
Exactly.
I mean, like,
Right.
And our
we-
fans can be their fans, and their fans can be our fans. You know what I
Because
mean? We
at the end
just
of the-
spreading love for everybody.
Because at
You
the
know
end
what
of the day, even though we might be in the same, we're all podcasters, so to speak. But we different. You go over there, I guarantee you, it's a 100% different experience
For sure.
than when you come
You're
onto
a whole
this show.
different person,
You know
bro.
what
You
I'm
got a
saying?
whole
So-
different personality.
That's the homie toe. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Shout out to Homie Toe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Homie Toe. Yeah, so that's what I try to. That's what I want the world to know. Everybody to know when you come to Arizona, it's not just homogeneous. That's something that you get this from. You know what I mean? There's so many other places that are doing their own thing, their own vibe, their own everything, man. And salute to all of it and everybody,
sure.
man, doing all that shit.
We can all win.
Yeah, man. Because
Hell
honestly, it's there for all of us, man. It's big enough. There's like 8 million people in this damn state or something like that, or in Phoenix
That's 8
metro.
billion in the world.
So if you get a quarter of that, or what is that? Even less than that, man.
Man, just give me 10%,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
You know, yeah.
If you
shit.
got 2,000 real fans, solid fans, oh, you can have a career.
Yeah.
That's real.
Hell yeah. One thing I wanted to ask real quick. I know you had touched on merch earlier. Where can they get your merch? Where can they find your merch?
Oh man, I'm lacking a little bit right now, but www.lazydubb.com. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, that's the best way.
When you say you're lacking, you sold out right now?
Nah, I need to update it a little
Okay,
bit.
the website just needs to be brushed
I'm
up.
stocking up. Like I didn't even do beanies this year. I should have. You know what I mean? Like
That time
I
passed.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
cold. It was
but
cold.
I've been busy. You know what I mean? Like
The hats are
shows,
dope though. I'm not gonna lie. The hats are dope.
I
I
got
fucks
the
with them.
hats. I have beanies. I got shirts. I got like I should be getting summer stuff done right now. You know what I mean? Like I should be on it. You know what I mean? But as I got so much stuff going on, and I handle a lot of my stuff is hands on. I handle it myself.
Right.
So
right.
it's like, you know, man, I need to get to it.
Okay. Well, shit. Yeah. Just so they know. You know what I mean? Shit coming soon. Then we'll say, huh?
Nah, boy, I got stuff on there, but I got more. You know,
Okay.
I got more. There's more than just
coming,
that.
more
Right,
coming.
more
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
soon. Okay.
yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
what's up, man. You talked about you got some shows lined up, man. We've been talking almost a whole hour, man.
It's getting close.
Oh man, interview with me, bro. It go like
Yeah,
long. We
man,
gotta do
it's
part
crazy.
2s and stuff.
For sure.
Oh, yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
For sure, man. We got into so much, man. There's so much more to talk about, dude, because you're involved in so
I was
much.
gonna say there's some shit. There's some shit we didn't even get into.
There's some stuff that my man, just salute, man, and I salute you for doing it. Honestly, man, it's a subject I don't know if everybody talks about, but
Get to it.
man,
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I mean,
the chomo in the building, man,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
No
that's
chomos, no chomos allowed. We don't.
How does that
we don't
go,
rock with
man?
that fool.
And you talked to him on the phone? Is
Yeah,
that you?
I
That
mean,
was you
I-
on the phone?
Yeah, that was me on the phone with that lame. Yeah.
hell yeah.
And man, because where we come from, and like I said, man, I don't get into too much background. Where we come from, man, that's not allowed.
That's a no go, man.
I mean, everywhere that's not allowed, but where we
But
come
I mean,
from,
where we come
that's
from,
a
you know what I
fucking
mean?
big no.
Right.
You know
That's
what I'm
that's
saying?
you know what I mean. Green light, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Well, that's what trips me out. Is like, what's up with these people that even support that? Like, how do you
Well,
support
Bro, I actually wanted to get into that because as I was doing a little research on your page, I kept going and I saw that you I don't want to say fire some shots, but you had something to say about another big name in Arizona that was kind of
Who,
supporting
MC
him a
Magic?
little bit.
Yeah.
How did that work? Like, did you
know
catch
what?
any flack from that at all?
I believe so. Like, to be honest, I believe so. I think there's some low key hating going on. You know what I mean? But I can't prove it. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I can't say 100%. But there's some people that are acting a little bit funny with me now after that. But my thing is, reality is, I got a lot of respect for Magic. Right? He's a hustler. But how do you say that you love a convicted chomo? So my thing is, do you know? Do you really did he ever look into it? You know what I mean? Maybe he's ignorant to something. I don't know.
Right.
But I believe he should give a statement. You know what I mean? He should talk about this. You said on camera. No, maybe
you played it.
Yeah.
You played
That
it.
was the thing, was not only did I see that you had said that, but that shit went straight into a fucking video of him live saying exactly what you said
I
he
love
said,
it,
and
Chomo.
I was like,
Right.
fuck, like
I mean, I didn't say I love Chomo.
Yeah.
he didn't say those were his words exactly.
That's what he should have said.
Right,
might as
right.
well. He might as well. have
No,
said
but
it. I
but
mean,
the crazy thing is, like you said, I think it would be good for him to maybe give a little more of an explanation of what he was saying, like, because for him to say that, and it's not like he don't know
That's wild.
why that man is fucking behind bars and shit. You know what I mean? So
How did you get him to answer? How did you get him to call?
that is crazy.
Where did that come
I
from?
didn't. He just happened to call. So Carolyn Rodriguez, she would do shows with us, and I was getting ready. I had to go catch a ride. I was going back to Denver because my flight was out of Denver, and we had just did a show in Grand Junction, Colorado. So it's it's like it might be like at least a 2-hour drive, 3-hour drive. So either way, I was catching my ride with some homies from Tucson that they were on the show too. So their flight, and I should have jumped on their flight, but their flight was earlier than mine, but the same flight. And I was like, man, my flight wasn't even until the next day, but I had to make sure that I got to Denver. So that was my ride, and so we had the after party and everything right there. Homegirl's phone was going off. She was sitting right there, and it said homeboy's name on it. I was like,
Shut the fuck
yeah, I was like, what the
dog.
hell? So I was like,
From
I
jail?
picked it up. Yeah, I picked it up. She didn't say nothing. Like, okay. So then, speakerphone. Nobody still don't say nothing. Like, all right.
Just,
So then it says push 5 to answer whatever. I push 5. He says hello or something. I said, hey, this the South Park molester? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it went on from there. But you know what I mean? It's like it just happened. Like nobody don't say nothing.
But so he didn't, like, with you just answering that way and getting straight into it. Why did it seem like he was being so descriptive and giving you the whole rundown about, like,
He really did.
You know what, trip out. This is my opinion on that. Is that he's a manipulator, right? And it blew his mind because he's probably used to people just listening to him,
right?
You know what I mean? And because of his celebrity status and stuff like that. So when he came across somebody who wasn't trying to hear it and like, there's no way you can convince me, bro. It's not gonna happen. There's no way to convince me. You're convicted of that stuff. You got a history of that stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is not just a one-time random something that you might not be guilty of, you know, and they railroaded you. Nah, hell nah. You got there's a pattern.
Fuck yeah.
There's a pattern. So it's like, bro, there's no way to convince me. So he was trying so hard to convince me because his ego got so bruised and he could not take it. So psychologically he was damaged and beat because he just could not understand how this dude that was on the phone, that answered this phone, that he didn't know who it was at first. He knows of me because I've done songs with Carolyn and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I know he knows of me, but there's no, like, I would never talk to him, have nothing to do with him. Like I would get upset that even being around her, she would try to sell, CDs and stuff of his. I would just, I would get in arguments with like fans and stuff. Not really arguments, but it's like, man, like they would ask, and I would get offended. It'd be like, talk to her about that. I don't rock with chomos.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I used to think, to each their own. If somebody thought that this guy was innocent, then that's on them. I know what's up. I stand on what I stand on. But I can't really condemn the people who think that this guy is innocent. But now it's to the point to where it's like, after going through all of that, it's like, nah, man, like you know what? You should know better. And if you're supporting a convicted pedophile, you're just as bad. You're just as bad.
I don't understand how anybody could think that he was innocent. Even his description that he laid out to you sounded fucking convincing to me that this motherfucker was.
If you listen, he even tries to lie. He backpedals on his lie. And he goes, you know what? I'm going to keep it real. She told me she was finna be 18. So he already admits that
he knew she was underage.
His baby mama situation, that he knew she was underage. Then on top of that, like, reality is I kind of backed off of all that for a minute, just to kind of give it some air and a break, because it's like it gets overwhelming. Like, I don't even want to talk about that stuff like that much. But it's like I got other evidence and information. Like, man, the girl wasn't even a stripper. You know what I mean? The girl wasn't even a stripper. You know what I mean? That I don't even know where that came about. But he even admitted that she wasn't a stripper. He's admitted that like it was all low key, and the only one that knew about it was his best friend. So his best friend must have told his old lady, who supposedly was trying to blackmail him, and just all kinds of just lies. You know what I mean? This dude gets caught in so many lies, but they don't pay attention. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they won't go and actually do the research and look into it that deep, because it's not that deep to them. You know what I mean? But they're sitting there, if you're gonna defend them and you're gonna say this and that, like even spread lies, like they got these fake propaganda to where it's like they're saying that the little girl that supposedly he touched on, that he's in prison for, because he's in prison for the 9-year-old. A lot of people would think
which
that
fucking is out fucking outrageous.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy. They'll think, oh yeah, it was a stripper and this and that. They don't even understand. It's for the 9-year-old. He's locked up for the situation with the 9-year-old. So it's like there's so much confusion and like fake stuff that's been put out there that people don't know what to believe, and all of their opinion and everything, or their just thought process on it is like clouded with all this.
It's like you said, that propaganda.
Yeah,
it's because they're pushing a bunch of shit just to try to,
because he continues to make money.
Like you said, just try to cloud people's view of what's going on.
So then it gets to the point where they're just frustrated. I don't even know what it is, but I listen to the music. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, that's how people end up thinking. But the reality is, like, how can you, like, that's worse than a snitch. You know what I mean? That's worse than a snitch. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely supporting that. You know what I mean? Like you said, man. Honestly, even getting accused of it, man.
That's all.
Damns you. You know what I mean? So even if you acquitted, kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter where we come from.
Yeah. I mean, your name's getting drugged either way, for sure.
I got 4 girls. You know what I'm saying? 1 boy. So it's like not a game at all, man. I tell anybody and everybody, I kill for them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
No questions asked,
Real
man.
talk.
So you can't argue with paperwork and like you said, the paper trail that comes with it.
Right.
But it is hard, man, because society does bump him, man. Everybody does listen to him from all kinds of different ranges.
Do you think that those people even know?
But I mean, it's
a lot of them don't. But then also too, a lot of it is like this. These are older people. Like the younger generation, they only think like they might like pay a little homage or something. You know what I mean? Because they grew up hearing it from their parents or something like that. But it's not something that they really rock with.
Right.
They don't really bump it. You know what I mean? Like I hear it from time to time. But even at that, I've been in the clubs in Houston and everything. They're bumping Young Dolph. They're bumping, the newer music and stuff that. They're not bumping his music in like the main clubs where the people are going to. Now maybe in a little dive bar or something, they might throw something on every now and then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's it.
Yeah, man, it's just tough, man. Going because I never listened to him anyways, honestly.
Me either.
Growing up, I never honestly listened to him at all.
That's crazy. I was never really a fan. And then to hear all that and find that out, I was like, God damn, that shit's fucking wild.
Yeah, so I never was, honestly. I'm more of the R. Kelly guy, you know what I'm saying? I was listening to R. Kelly more than anything.
What do we do?
And that's fucked up. You know what I mean? It's the same situation.
Yeah.
Though, you know what I'm saying? You listen to someone and then stuff comes out like that, and it's hard to justify, man. Anything listening to it.
No, there is no justification.
It's tough, man. It's like, damn, bro, what the fuck are these motherfuckers? It's crazy,
yeah,
man.
That shit's crazy.
Wild. Yeah,
and it's crazy. I'm telling you, for you not only expose it, but dude, get him on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, that's crazy how that happened. You know what I mean? Like just the way you explained the way
it just happened the way it was supposed to.
and then you drop
were
the track,
already-
and the track comes out. You know what I'm saying? You drop the track after you talked on the phone.
Yeah, it was after. So Trip Out, actually, like this is even a whole. There's more to it. So actually, there was a homie that was right there, right, like before the phone call. He was getting turned up, and I was kind of, you know what I mean, like egging him on, type of, you know what I mean, instigating.
Right.
Like drink it. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? He was faded, but I was like he was getting way more faded. So what happened was, I'm right there, and I'm actually videotaping him, and like he hits the ground. Boom! Like I knew he was about to fall because he couldn't take it.
He was faded?
Yeah, he was faded, like faded, like turned up, and so he was like bent over, like slumped and like wobbling and stuff, and then I was laughing and stuff. I'm videoing him, and then finally he hit the ground. Boom! So I'm like in his face, like videotaping him, like talking to him, like laughing. He's laughing and shit. You know what I mean? And then that's when the phone went off. So I was already right there. Everything was like in position. So when I turned around, Carolyn was sitting at that table right there watching the guy too. And then when I turned around, that's when the phone was right there, and I seen it, and I'm like, "What? That's crazy." You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it was just meant for me to see it.
It really was, dog.
Yeah,
That's crazy, dog.
well, because even too before that, actually too, my manager at the time somehow got merged on a call between her and him, because he was calling her because we were doing a meet and greet in New Mexico at a cannabis shop, and he was like, "Where are you?" This and that. And supposedly somehow he got merged on the call, and I scolded him for that. I'm like, bro, you don't talk to that dude, bro. If anything, you just hang up. You tell him fuck you and you hang up. You know what I mean? If anything, that's the way it goes down. You don't speak to that fool. You don't tell that fool your name, no nothing.
Yeah.
We don't talk to those people like that.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So even at that, I'm thinking in my head when I seen that, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get my get back now, because I don't know if they recorded that, what kind of tricks they were playing. Like, hell nah. I'm gonna answer this and I'm gonna slam him out.
So who recorded it?
Well, he was already recording.
Oh.
He was recording the dude that fell down. So it just, the timing was, it just happened to happen that way. He never stopped recording.
Yeah.
It just went straight into the call. So my question was, so had you all ever spoken on any of that before the whole phone call situation went down? Like, had you ever put it, you know what I mean?
Not really. I haven't really gave a lot of details. You know what I mean? 'Cause a lot of times I be doing interviews and we run out of time, man.
Right. But I just mean, like, so you had never like spoke about it or put nothing out, like said like your opinion about him before, like that.
Okay, so no, I'm trip out on that. So people, if you know me, then you know. You know what I mean? People that I've been around, even when I met Carolyn, I'm like, look, check this out. You're talented. I'll work with you. You know, I would like to work with you. You know what I mean? But there's no free such and such, and I don't want nothing to do with that. But I'll work with you. You know what I mean? You're not
right.
You didn't do what he did. You know what I mean? Even his kids didn't do what he did.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've met his oldest son, the one that was from the 13-year-old girl. I've met him before.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It was kind of a weird situation. I really didn't chop it up with him, but you know what I mean? He didn't do nothing. So he, you know what I mean? Like that's not, he can't be condemned for what,
right.
You know what I mean?
Salute to you too, man, for being real like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But either way, so if you know me, you know. And like I said, I would see fans or whatever if we're touring, and you know she has merchandise and stuff like that, and they would ask about this individual, and I'm like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't rock with chomos. You gotta talk to her. You know what I mean? And I would make it plain and clear. I would have to express it. It got so bad though that I would have to express it too much, and it's like, man, you know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of expressing
it's just negativity.
But yeah, exactly that. If I was to just sit there and say something, then I'm a hater. You know what I mean? I'm just a hater. I've never told it to this person directly, so I never said anything like publicly until I told him directly.
Right.
So after I told him on the phone, then it's like, oh, now I can speak on it.
Right.
Now I can speak on it. I'm not being a hater. This is somebody that I spoke to on the phone.
that
He
shit,
knows who I am. He knows who's talking about him.
He knows the way I feel about this
Yeah,
shit.
he knows how I feel about it, and it is what it is.
And then the motherfucking song dropped.
There you go. Well, actually, I think he did a little diss track first or something.
No,
you know what I mean?
way.
Yeah, like he man.
From the pen?
Yeah, well, you know what I mean? You got to think. This dude got time to sit there all day. He could sit there all day and write. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's, you know what I mean? You jump on the phone, you could record something or whatever, you know what I mean? Or,
I mean, they do it. They do it.
Who knows what they man, these fools in prison got tablets and everything now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's...
Yeah, man. The homie's fucking...
That's crazy, though. He tried to throw a little shot at you?
Yeah. He threw some shots out there. I think he threw a shot at Capone first, and then he did another little thing that, you know, I mean, just... it's some lame shit. Shit was trash.
That shit was hard though, y'all, man. Y'all went
yeah.
fucking hard as fuck.
I mean,
even
Swifty.
I mean, yeah, like the whole thing about it. Obviously, the subject matter is what it is, and you came with it. But damn, the whole everything, man. As far as the track got put together, man. Salute to y'all, man.
I mean, speaking of tracks, man, your music is dope, bro. I listen to some of it.
I appreciate you, man.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say like judge a book by its cover, but you know, people see you and they might have an opinion of what they think your music's gonna sound like.
Right.
But the shit is dope, bro. Like you got bars and shit. I like it, man. This shit goes hard.
I appreciate it. Yeah, you have to slide me some of your music too, so I check
Yeah,
out.
man.
Yeah,
Shit, we gotta link up,
yeah.
shit, man. That would be
We
dope.
gonna talk
to get
more,
this-
man.
Get some shit done. You know?
We've actually been talking, man, for over an hour now. Man.
Hell yeah, it goes by fast. I mean, it's good
Too much,
conversation.
man. We got to do part 2, like you said, man.
For
we
sure.
gotta run it back for sure. Anything you want to leave everybody with, man? We was talking about shows, other stuff, but excuse me,
Where can they find
where they
dates?
can find you?
Yeah.
Where they can find you, man. Stuff you're gonna do, man. Get all that out. Salute to whoever you want to salute to.
Man, just pretty much like everything at Lazy Dubb. You know what I mean? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at Lazy Dubb at Lazy Dubb 48 on TikTok. www.lazydubb.com. You know what I mean, for the website. Man, check out the movie Narco Valley. You know what I mean, for sure. You know what I mean, on Tubi, on Amazon. You know what I mean, like shout out to Homegrown for having me on. You know what I mean, like
Salute, dog.
all the sponsors. You know what I mean.
Yes, shout them out. Yes, sir.
Shout out to Arizona, period, for doing it and having a little movement. You know what I mean,
Let's go.
like man, salute to everybody trying to do the damn thing. You know what I mean, like. Got the show coming up April 15th, the Desert Blaze, you know what I mean? Tacos and Tequila, April 15th with Iconic. Man, what else we got cracking right here? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I got some other stuff. I just don't know if I don't want to mess something up and say something that's
Right.
It wasn't exactly gonna happen like that, but man, I should have a show in Tucson April 1st, April 31st in Deming, New Mexico. Man. So much.
And you
going
work
on.
with so many people too, man. We didn't get to talk about all that.
Right.
Everybody got
That's part two. That's part
it's
two.
like so
Save it
much
for
shit,
part two.
man. So much shit to get with, man.
Yeah.
Salute to my dog, man. We appreciate you coming on, bro.
Big
We
time.
appreciate you to talk, all that stuff, to sit down. We try to be real as we can, man, and just talk, man, and let people hear what they really, the truth, man. Like I said, we try to, and also promote Arizona, man. Season 8, I feel good.
Yes, sir.
How
Shout
do you
out. I feel great. Shout out Sabor Me for the food.
Oh man, we haven't
even
eaten
get into it yet,
We
but
about
we
to
about
fuck
to.
it up because you know your boy was getting fucked up. Shout out to Tats by Ant, man. Go make sure you go get your tats. 51st and Orangewood, you can get your tattoos. Shout out to my fucking guys back here. All right, look at
sir,
they've
you
been
already
back
know.
there.
Lion Lands.
Lion Lens, man, behind the scenes, making sure he gets all my good angles.
And the one and only Get Lit.
And the one only get lit.
They do it better in the dark.
That's my favorite.
Let's go, baby.
That's my favorite slogan. Get better dark.
Shout out Lazy Dubb.
Lazy Dubb,
Fucking
man. I
dope
appreciate
ass-
it,
dope
man.
ass
Homemade
episode.
Genius, man. We're gonna do a lot more stuff together. We
Yeah,
got a lot more stuff
definitely,
going on.
definitely.
We're gonna talk right now after camera, man. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in. I am the homie Toe. You know I'm always with my dog. Well, I can't turn the camera around.
Top notch.
And this is Homemade Genius, man. We out of here.
We out.
Thursdays.